Now let's talk about the magic of media and digital storytelling. Back in March, I got a chance to deliver a workshop at McCall all about digital storytelling and the resources available for free through PBS. And I thought about delivering that exact session here, but I also thought it might be fun if we use our planning period to plan some actual lessons that you can use next week and every week for the rest of the year. Because it's this time of the year when you're looking for an easy, definitely gonna work way to engage young people, to lift up their voices and stories, and to find a way to authentically assess what they've learned this year. And a digital storytelling project can do exactly that. So stick this out with me, subscribe to the channel, watch the episodes, and every week I'm gonna do my best to walk you through a project step by step with ideas, resources, and tips that I know will work. And I'll give you a minimum of 1 to 2 days back each week. Sound good? Let's try it. Oh, and by the way, if you click through to the landing page for this episode, there's an outline of where we're headed for those of you who do like to plan ahead at least a little. Lesson 1, what's your story? Gather your students, check in with them authentically, and share that you want to start a digital storytelling project for the end of the year. Ask them what they know about digital storytelling, what those words might mean, and if they have ever produced a video, a film, or another multimedia project. Budget 5 to 10 minutes for this discussion. Then show them a couple examples of videos that you like. These might be videos that you've already used during the year to teach concepts or inspire your students, or maybe these are examples of experts talking about topics or taking course content to the PSA or journalism level. I would encourage you to envision what your students would ideally produce at the end of this project and find videos that model that. If you don't have anything specific in mind, that's okay. Just pick some solid videos and ask your students to talk about their favorites and have a discussion about what makes a good video and a good story. Spend 10 minutes or so watching and talking about content together. Next, when students have a little bit of inspiration but not a ton of restrictions, send them off to brainstorm what they might create. A good strategy here might be to start with a large group brainstorm where you just list as many ideas as possible and then send students into small groups to refine some of those ideas. A simple thinking protocol or graphic organizer that asks them to identify a possible idea, brainstorm how it connects to course content, and then identify potential purposes and audiences for the content could be a great guide for this small group step and help support the conversation for when you all return to large group. After 10-15 minutes or so in small groups, bring everybody back and close out the lesson by asking students to share what they talked about. Try to just let the ideas flow without directing them in any particular direction, and give students 5 minutes or so of journaling time to jot down their thoughts before you send them off to think more overnight. The next time you meet to work on the project, even if it's just for a few minutes before you have to move on to another lesson, recap the discussion and ask if students have any more ideas. Keep a running list somewhere on your board or somewhere digitally that you can share back with them when they begin, and spend a few minutes telling them how they'll navigate the project. Independently, in small groups, as a large group, share the timeline and share your goals for their learning before getting started. This will help them position their own thinking so that they know how to try and meet your expectations, what they can continue thinking about, and what they can plan for over the next few weeks. This is also a great time for you to pause and revise and reframe your own thinking based on student ideas and feedback. We have resources for your planning linked on the landing page for this week's episode, and next week I'll walk you through inviting your students to deepen their thinking, do some research, and make some concrete plans for their digital stories.